Greetings, my friend. Welcome back to the sanctuary. Please come in and leave the dust of the world outside the door. Let me pour you the cup of tea. Watch closely. If I hold this pot with a calm mind and a relaxed hand, the water flows in a perfect, steady stream. It fills the cup without spilling a single drop. The water is at peace because I am at peace. But imagine if I were terrified of spilling this tea. Imagine if my life depended on not losing a single drop. Suddenly, my muscles tense, my breath shortens, my focus narrows so intensely on the fear of spilling that my hand begins to tremble. And, inevitably, the water spills. The more I try to force my hand to be steady, the more it shakes. This is the great paradox of our lives. Have you ever noticed this cruel irony? Why is it that the more you fear losing money, the harder it becomes to keep it? Why is it that the more you fear being alone, the more you seem to push people away? Why is it that the more you desperately crave sleep, the more awake you become? It feels as though the universe is playing a trick on you. But I am here to tell you that this is not a trick. It is a law, a profound, ancient law that governs the flow of reality. Today, we will look through the lens of Lao Tzu and the ancient Taoists to understand why your fears keep manifesting into reality, and more importantly, how to stop this cycle by doing the one thing your mind is afraid to do: letting go. In the West, they often say, "Try harder and you will succeed." But in the East, specifically in the philosophy of the Tao, we understand something different. We understand the law of reverse effort, or what the philosopher Alan Watts called the backwards law. Lao Tzu, the old master, wrote in the Tao Te Ching, "When you try to grasp it, it slips away. When you let it go, it is yours." Think about floating in water. If you panic, flail your arms, and try desperately to stay afloat, you will sink. You will drown in your own effort. But if you relax, surrender to the water, and trust it to hold you, you float naturally. So why does fear manifest reality? From a Taoist perspective, fear is a form of resistance. It is an unnatural tension. When you are afraid of something, let's say you are afraid of failing a job interview, your mind is not in the present moment. Your mind is living in a future that hasn't happened yet. You are projecting a powerful energy of lack. You are telling the universe, "I am not safe. I am not enough." There's a principle called Wu Wei, effortless action. It means acting in accordance with nature. Fear is the opposite of Wu Wei. Fear is friction. When you are consumed by the fear of a negative outcome, you inadvertently hyper-focus on that outcome. You rehearse the failure in your mind 1,000 times. You visualize the rejection. You feel the pain before it arrives. And because the mind leads the energy and energy leads the reality, you become a magnet for exactly what you are trying to avoid. You create a self-fulfilling prophecy. You grip the sand so tightly that it slips through your fingers. To understand this deeply, let me tell you a story from the ancient sage Chuang-Tzu. It is the story of the archer. There was once a grand archer known for his impeccable aim. He could hit a willow leaf from 100 paces away. When this archer shot for fun, or when he was betting for a simple clay tile, his skill was unmatched. His mind was clear. His breathing was like the wind, steady and unseen. He stood tall, relaxed, and the arrow flew as if it were an extension of his soul. Why? Because the prize, the clay tile, meant nothing to him. He was detached from the outcome. He was purely in the process of shooting. He was one with the Tao. But then the conditions changed. The archer was told that if he hit the target, he would win a heavy buckle of pure gold. But if he missed, he would lose his honor and his fortune. Suddenly, the archer looked at the gold. He thought about how rich he would be. Then he thought about the shame of missing. He stepped up to the line. The target was the same, the bow was the same, the distance was the same, but the archer had changed. His breath became shallow. His heart pounded against his ribs like a trapped bird. His muscles, usually fluid like water, became stiff as stone. He wasn't looking at the target anymore. He was looking at the consequence. He drew the bow, his hand shook, and he released. The arrow flew wide. He missed. Chuang-Tzu concluded, "When the prize is gold, the skill is lost." The archer failed not because he lacked talent, but because he cared too much. His desire for the result destroyed his ability to perform the action. My friend, ask yourself, where are you betting for gold in your life? Is it that specific relationship you are terrified to lose? Is it that promotion you are desperate to get? When you attach your entire sense of worth and happiness to an external outcome, you become that trembling archer. You lose your natural grace. You become clumsy, desperate, and unnatural. And that clumsiness creates the failure you fear. So how do we break this cycle? How do we stop manifesting our fears? Do we simply give up? Do we stop caring? No, that is nihilism, not Taoism. The answer lies in the nature of water. Lao Tzu said, "The supreme good is like water, which nourishes all things without trying to." Water is the most powerful force on earth because it never resists. When water meets a rock, it flows around it. When it meets a cliff, it becomes a waterfall. When it is trapped, it rises as vapor and returns as rain. It has no shape, so it cannot be broken. It has no fear, so it cannot be stopped. To stop your fears from becoming reality, you must become like water. You must practice the art of detachment. This does not mean you don't have goals. The archer still aims at the target, but you must detach your inner peace from the outer result. Here are 3 steps to apply this ancient wisdom today. First, radical acceptance. Look your fear in the eye. Stop running from it. The monster chasing you is only scary because you are running. Turn around. Ask yourself, if the worst-case scenario happens, will I still be alive? Will the sun still rise? Usually, the answer is yes. When you accept the possibility of failure, you take away its power. You cut the strings of the puppet master. When you are no longer afraid of the outcome, your hand stops shaking. Second, focus on the action, not the fruit. The Bhagavad Gita, another great Eastern text, shares this wisdom. You have the right to work, but for the work's sake only. You have no right to the fruits of work. Pour your energy into the process. If you are writing, just write. If you are loving, just love. Do not check constantly to see if it is working. Do not check to see if the gold is yours yet. Trust that if the seed is good and the soil is good, the tree will grow. You do not need to pull the seedling to make it grow faster. That will only kill it. Third, return to the center. Whenever you feel fear rising, it means you have drifted into the future. You are hallucinating a reality that does not exist. Bring your mind back to your breath, back to your hands, back to this cup of tea. In the present moment, there is no fear. There is only being. My dear friend, the universe is a mirror. If you stand before it with a fist raised in fear, the reflection will raise a fist back at you. But if you stand before it with open hands, relaxed and trusting, the reflection will be open as well. Stop trying to control the uncontrollable. Stop tightening your grip on life. The more you let go, the more you will have. The less you care about the gold, the truer your arrow will fly. Take a deep breath with me now. Inhale peace. Exhale control. Walk gently on this earth. Trust the flow, and may your heart be as clear as still water. Thank you for spending this time with me. If this message brought you peace, share it with someone who is carrying a heavy burden today. Until we meet again,
Peace be with you.